5 foods to avoid that give you a dad bod. You know, the things that are in our foods and things that we eat are killing us slow, right? We already know that there is more money in the disease than the cure. So if you don't watch what you eat, you don't have the luxury of the time to cook for yourself. I mean, Jesus Christ, eggs are expensive. Everything is so expensive. So expensive. And if you have time in your hands and you don't eat out as much because maybe you're trying to save money or you just don't trust what's out there, you start to see that the foods are killing you, man. A lot of us are pre-diabetic. We have high blood pressure. We can't lose our gut. We can't get big. We can't do the things that we want because of the foods that we're eating. These are all contributing factors to the dad bod. Watch this.
The 7 worst fast food restaurants for your health, according to a global survey. Number 7. Subway. While Subway offers seemingly healthy choices with its sandwiches, some options can be high in sodium.
How many of you guys used to think that eating the Subway tuna subs was the shit to do in eating healthy? Man, I used to do that all the time. Eat the 6-inch subs with the red onions, just the mustard and the tuna sandwich on wheat bread, thinking I was being healthy, not knowing, being conscious enough to know that's not even real tuna, bro. Subway is one of the worst places that you can go to eat, not to mention the bread that turns into sugar.
Unhealthy fats and calories when loaded with condiments and processed meats. Number 6. Domino's Pizza. Domino's Pizza is known for its high-calorie pizzas, often loaded with processed meats, excessive cheese, and a thick crust. Number 5. Taco Bell. Taco Bell's...
How many of you guys used to go to Taco Bell after the club? Yeah, it ran right through you. We didn't know what kind of meat it was, but we would eat it. So when we were younger, we used to do it. We still had abs. We still have physiques. When you get older, what's in that food? Then all of a sudden you wake up and you can't lose your belly. You're like, damn, what's wrong with my stomach? Why is my stomach sticking out, B? It's hard. It's not flabby, but what's going on? We're eating the wrong foods. We don't know how to eat, right? A lot of us can't afford to eat properly. That's another thing. If you're in a impoverished or you're in the hood, all of these restaurants that this video is mentioning is in your hood. You're on the go. You're too busy working. You're grinding. You want to eat a protein bar, you want to eat a protein shake, but you're not losing the weight that you want because we're eating the wrong foods.
Menu is known for its high sodium content, processed ingredients, and often fried dishes. Number 4. Burger King. Burger King's menu includes dishes like the Whopper, which can be high in calories, harmful fats, and sodium. Meals often include large portions and sugary drinks. Number 3. McDonald's. McDonald's is renowned for its high-calorie dishes.
McDonald's got the best fries, bro. Jesus Christ. How many of you guys used to go to McDonald's when you were kids? You know, maybe take a road trip, you get the McDonald's breakfast. Those hash browns are slamming. When you were kids, my mom used to get us the Happy Meals. We used to be so excited. It used to come with a little toy. You know, it used to be a treat for us. This is why all of us are obese. This is why all of us have type 1, type 2, pre-diabetic, high blood pressure. We're taking medication for blood pressure med. We're eating all the wrong foods, man. We're the fattest country on the fucking planet. Everything is processed. So when we talk about the dad bod, we're talking about someone who is lazy, who doesn't care about themselves, who really just want to kind of wave the white flag and listen to a bunch of women lie and say that the dad bod is preferable. If you get with a woman to make her and you stop doing the shit that you used to do to make her comfortable, to make her secure, you don't deserve that woman. You don't deserve no pussy at all.
Such as Big Macs and large fries, which can contribute to excessive calorie intake. Number 2, KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. KFC fried chicken is a fast food classic, but it's also loaded with unhealthy trans fats, calories, and sodium, especially in tenders. And number 1 is... Tell me in the comments who's number 1.
This is what we're talking about. So when we're talking about right here, 5 foods to avoid that give you a dad bod. Fried foods. We just talked about that. Fried foods. You got to be careful with that. I know it's delicious. If you got to have a burger, man, maybe use half the bun. Sometimes, you know what I mean? If I want a burger, I try to avoid eating the bread, right? If I'm trying to like, if I'm feeling a little bloated and shit, like I'm not like, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching what I'm eating, the carbs turn into sugars. I try to do like a veggie burger. Pardon me, not a veggie burger. I use lettuce, romaine lettuce as the bun. Or I'll just go carnivore and shit, and I'll eat very, very minimal carbs. So what I've been doing lately is kind of doing a remix intermittent fasting because of the way that I work and shit, and things, my schedule. So I don't eat until like 1:30, 2 o'clock. And then I try to eat between 1:30, 2 o'clock, and between 1:30, 2 o'clock till about 8 or 9. Now I snack too, I'm not as disciplined because, stress, binge eating, whatever. But I don't drink as much as I used to at all to count those calories because I can't bounce back. I'm an older guy. But I try to watch those things. How many of you guys have been to the doctor? When was the last time you got your blood panels and your shit checked out? You're all going to get old, right? And again, we're talking about the dad bod. Fake studies saying that women prefer dad bods. They're less likely to cheat. They make better husbands. It doesn't matter how you look. People are going to do what they want to do, but you do have a choice. You have a choice to realize and figure out the things that you want to do and the things that you're actually doing. Sometimes they don't align themselves because of distractions. Number 2, dairy. You got to watch that dairy, bro. You want to drink cow's milk? Would you drink your mother's milk right now? Fresh breast milk, which tends to be a lot more nutritious. Cheese is delicious. Who doesn't like cheese? A lot of the milk you got to drink now has to be lactose free. Dairy, a lot of the processed cheeses or oils and shit clog your arteries, and that's contributing to your dad bod. Here's something else right here. The bread. Bread is very important. We eating bread all the goddamn time. That shit turns into sugar.
I don't think a lot of young people who are learning about proper nutrition now realize how important and how empowering this is. There are people in their 40s and the 50s who are learning about this now. Let me explain something to you, right? When you eat properly, when you feed your gut bacteria with the right nutrients, it changes your mindset. Your brain is not inflamed. Inflammation doesn't just happen in your joints, it happens to all your cells, including your brain cells. So you actually become who you are meant to be as a person. You find
very important, man. Very important. Like I said, I'm not drinking like I used to. I feel good. Man, it's weird, man. It's like drinking used to be a crutch. And I was a functioning alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? I could drink, drive, all that shit. I'm not recommending it, but I did it. Work. Sometimes I felt like I was doing better. A little tipsy, a little loose. I was stressed out. I'm not drinking as much. I feel good. I'm able to wake up. No hangovers, no headaches. My bodies don't feel as much as inflamed when I reduce the carbs. I'm not as inflamed. My knees, my joints, I'm working out. It's a process. Try it. Try to cut out some things. If you're addicted to sugar, sodas, even diet sodas, all that shit's bad for us, man. If it affects your kidneys, your liver, bro, I just went to the doctor. You got to make some adjustments, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be young forever, bro. I didn't always look like this. You know what I mean? I had the, I look like those dudes. And I'm just trying to do better now that I know better. And that's why this is an important show. It's not about the dad bod. That's the backstory. That's the backdrop of today's show. But it's really about trying to live a better version, be a better version of yourself so you can have a better life for yourself, B. This is so important. Okay? Bread. That shit turns into sugar, man. Sugar is what's causing you to be fat. It's not the calories per se. It's the sugar. Everything we talked about has sugar in it, man. You got to be careful.
You're empowered, you got more energy, and you feel really positive. The foods that you're eating, that's real food. It will feed your gut bacteria with the right nutrients. And I don't think you young people realize how lucky you are that you're learning this now. You can be who you are. Your body will be functioning properly. Your brain is not numb and you're not apathetic. You feel good. And it's empowering. Eat real food and see how good you feel. If you're not sure, read my testimonials. Don't be lazy. Go through and see how many people are healing themselves and feeling good. Guys, wake the fuck up.
Salute to Wade Emery. Salute to my bro Wade Emery, man. My day one, man. Had the pleasure of meeting Wade in Missouri at Mark's Inspirations house. Salute to Mark. Salute to you, Wade, man. Wade Emery says he hasn't had a drink in 4 fucking years, bro. Okay? Now, if you've been following me, you know my habits. The Coke, the Bobby Brown, all that shit. I got stories for days, man, you know? And sometimes when you start to feel different, you're like, damn, well, maybe I'm getting old. But then there's something else you got to look at. You got to look at the shit that you're eating, your habits, bro. And everything is connected, guys. What you eat, how you behave, who you surround yourself around, the type of women you're pursuing, the things that we're listening to, everything is programmed against us. There's a war, bro. There's a fucking war against you. It's not about being black. It's not about being white. If you're masculine, you don't got to be big and burly. You don't got to be tough. You don't have to have a beard and tattoos and shit to be a man. Masculinity is not a one size fits all. But what I'm saying is if you are a man, you believe in a hierarchy, you believe in the man should be the leader, you're not going to be well received. And everything against you, everything presented in front of you is a test. You have to be disciplined enough and aware enough to know that you have to circumvent and play this fucking game, bro. Your testosterone is constantly being challenged. They even doing this.
Now, guess what the allowed amount of atrazine is in drinking water? This is why it's so important to drink good water, high quality. Guess what the 200 converted a male frog into a female frog. Guess what the allowed amount is in?
Yo, salute to Woody Mack. Yo, you heard what he just said? I did a show about this a while ago. Atrazine. This is very important. Atrazine in the drinking water. Okay, listen to what he said, bro. Let's rewind it. Okay, this is very important. We're talking about testosterone now. Listen to this.
Now, guess what the allowed amount of atrazine is in drinking water? This is why it's so important to drink good water, high quality. Guess what the 200 converted a male frog into a female frog. Guess what the allowed amount?
Yo, the atrazine, there was an experiment, okay? There was an experiment done with atrazine, right? Some type of fertilizer. I think it was something, there was a particular number that the effects of the atrazine, they did an experiment on frogs, and the atrazine turned a male frog into a female frog. So much so that the male frog was carrying eggs and delivered eggs. Now, this guy's going to say, guess how much the levels of atrazine are allowed in the drinking water that you're drinking?
To a female frog. Guess what the allowed amount is in drinking water? Just take a guess.
2,000.
3,000.
3,000. That's a lot.
3,000. So you can see why so many women are developing breast cancer, because as estrogen goes up, breast cancer goes up, cervical cancer goes up, fibroids goes up, etc. Okay? As estrogen goes up, more problems with men. Lower testosterone, more man boobs, more losing hair, more belly fat, an inability to make muscle.
Okay?
Now, guess what the allowed...
Very important. The atrazine in the drinking water. That's why you got to filter your shit. So we're talking about dad bods. We're talking about health. We're talking about masculinity, how to become a better version of who you are, not following the trends, man. You got to grow up and wake up, guys. Okay? You don't want a dad bod. You don't need muscles, but you want to live healthier. Try to cut off some things. How is a woman supposed to trust you? How is a woman supposed to trust you when you tell her not to do something if you're not disciplined? You can't put away the sweets. I like chocolate. Shit, I like cheesecake. I like fudge brownies. Sometimes my cheat days become cheat weekends. All right, Friday, I'm going to have the cheesecake and shit. And Saturday, something comes up, I'm going to have some ice cream. And then Sunday, I'm going to have a cocktail. You can't do that. I do it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm working on it. I'm not perfect. But if you can cut one of the things out, you can minimize the sugar. You can minimize what you're drinking. You can minimize listening to some of the things that you're listening to that's actually programming you. Because believe it or not, even the male content spaces are programming you. Everybody wants you to think that they're the best. Everybody wants you to think that their game is the best. And if you don't believe that, or if you don't ride with them, you're a loser. You're not a loser, bro. But who are you? Are you going to let someone else call you a loser? Or do you see yourself as a loser? If you don't see yourself as a loser and somebody else calls you a fucking loser, who gives a fuck what they think? Now, we've been talking about drinking. Alcohol. Again, functional alcoholic. I still love a cocktail, B. Okay? I still love Coke. I'm not proud of that. I haven't done Coke in years. For a number of reasons, but the main reason, you don't even know what Coke is now. It could be fentanyl and shit. My goofy ass will die thinking that it's Coke and it's fentanyl. Everything that I've done thus far, imagine to go out like that. That would be stupid. So I got to walk the line. I got to watch what I do. I got to walk the line every day. Just like you guys, we got to walk the line every day. Women should be walking the line, but they're not. They don't have any guidance. In order for a woman to feel safe and trust your guidance and your leadership, you have to lead by example. Part of that is becoming healthier. I don't care if you got a big stomach. I don't care if you're flabby. I don't care if you have muscles. Are you doing the things that you need to do to live healthier, to be mentally stable, to choose better, to lead better?
If it's some mothers in here, bro, please stop. Please let your child see their father, especially if they a good father. Let your child see their father. If y'all just don't know, that ruins us inside. Like, it ruins us bad. Like, our relationship, like, we have to grow up with this. And this gonna forever be a story of our lives growing up without our father. Like, if you got a child right now and you're literally keeping them away from their father, you ruin the kid's life. It's not gonna come back good on you. They gonna always have this hatred towards you. You feel me? For you keeping them, but if you like keep them away from a father for a good reason, like he a drug addict or something like that, or he just can't get right, then yeah, I understand. But if he's a good father, let the man see his child for sure. Like, for real, like, let him see his child, because I'm telling you, we need our father figures. You feel me? We need our father figures. We love our mom. We love y'all to death. We love our mom so much, but we need our father figures. We need that, that manly in our life. You feel what I'm saying? So please let your child see their father, especially if they're a great father. And if you are anything like me, and you're grown now and you have the chance to go find your father, and he actually like a good person, I advise y'all to go find your father and go talk to your father and catch up on times. Cause look, this life is short, bro. I understand that this life is short and you only get one father, you feel me? So I feel like I gained enough confidence to go actually speak to my dad and have a conversation with him and see like what he's been going through all these years without seeing me.